Hare Krishna. I welcome all of you to our Bhagavad Gita session 38. The objective of this class is to enable reading of the shlok, to understand the meaning of the shlok, and to help understand the basic philosophy of Gita. We are now on chapter 7 and it is called Knowledge of the Absolute. So this chapter is also divided into 5 parts, and we have already covered the first part, the glory of knowledge about Lord Krishna, and we are on the second section, knowledge of Lord Krishna's energy. We covered up till Shlok 7 last time, and hope we will be able to move forward to surrendering unto Lord Krishna. And let us summarize what we have heard till now. So we started the first shlok, where Krishna says, to know about him, the most important thing is hearing. Hearing reveals the knowledge about Krishna. So the more you hear, the more you will know about Krishna. And then he talks about Gyan and Vigyan about Krishna. That he's going to speak about the Gyan, which is about all the things like the material, his material energy, his spiritual energy, and his sweetness, and about his personality. He's going to talk about all that, and he says, after all these things, there'll be nothing more left to be known. And then he talks about the rarity of realized knowledge. He talks about Manushyanam Sahastreshu, Kaschid Yadati Siddhaye, Yattataamapi Siddhanam, Kaschin Mam Veti Tatvata. In thousands and thousands of men, hardly anyone moves towards to know for the siddhi, that is to know the transcendental knowledge. And out of all those people who are trying to know the transcendental knowledge, hardly anyone actually known his tattva, his tattva. And then we talked about the Krishna's material energy, which is inferior apara prakriti, which is inferior energy, and which is called Maya Shakti or material nature. And then we talked about Krishna's spiritual energy, which is para prakriti, which is Jiva Shakti and living entity, and there's a superior energy. And then we talked about Krishna is the maintainer and the supreme personality. So the last slok that we talked about was Matta Parataram Nanyat Kischidasti Dhananjaya Mai Sarvamidam Protam Sutre Mani Gada Iva. Matta Parataram na Anyat. There is no one superior to me. Kischidati Dhananjaya. Oh Dhananjaya, there is nothing superior to me. Mai Sarvadam Prokta. Everything, Sutre Mani Gada Iva. Everything rests upon me. Just like in a necklace, in a Manigada, the string is there. All the pearls in a necklace are joined together because of the string. So that's how everything rests upon me. So this is what we finished last time. And we now move to the 8th shlok of chapter 7. It says, now here till now we talked about Krishna explained that he is the cause of all causes. That's what Krishna explained, that anything that's happening, he is the cause. Now, from shlok number 8 to 12, he is going to tell about that not only that he is the cause of all causes, but he is the essence of everything. Anything that is around, anything that you see, the essence of that is also Krishna. That is what we are going to read in the next 4 shlok. Please repeat. Rasoham api kaunteya. Rasoham apsu kaunteya. Prabhasi shashi suryayo. Pranava sarva vedeshu. Shabda khe paurusham nishe. The 8th shlok of 7th chapter. Rasoham apsu kaunteya. Prabhasim shashi suryayo. Pranava sarva vedeshu. Shabda khe paurusham nisha. So Krishna says, Rasoham apsu kaunteya. O son of Kunti, Kaunteya is O son of chapter 7, 8th shlok of chapter 7. Yeah. Rasoham apsi kaunteya prabhasim shashi suryayo pranava sarva vedeshu shabda khe paurusham rishe. So Krishna says, O Kaunteya, Rasoham apsu. Apsu is water. Apsu is water. I am the aham is I. I am the ras. I am the taste. I am the ras of apsu, water. Prabhasim Shashi Suryayo. Prabhasim is the light. I am the light of Shashi and Surya. Shashi is moon and Surya is sun. I am the light of Prabhasi Shashi Surya of moon and sun. Pranava Sarva Vedeshu. I am the Pranava. Pranava is Omkar. Pranava is Omkar. So I am the Omkar of Sarva Vedeshu, of all Sarva the summary of that, the Omkar, I am the Omkar. Shabda K. And K means space, ether. And I am the Shab, the sound that comes, the sound of space. You know, that the sound is because in the space is me. And Parusham Rishi. And I am for all the men, the Porush, the ability to do things is me. Yeah. So that's what Krishna says. So let us now repeat the English translation. O son of Kunti, I am the taste of water, the light of the sun and the moon, the syllable Om in the Vedic mantras, and the sound in ether and ability in man. Right? So he says, Krishna says, O son of Kunti, I am the taste of water. Who am I? So the essence of water is what? Taste. Yeah. So although in science we say that water is tasteless, but he says that the taste of water, water is something without water we can't live. Right? Anything, if you look, whether we are cooking our things, we need water. If we don't drink water, if we don't have water, we can't survive. We can't survive. For anything, for bathing, we need water. For cooking, we need water. For washing, we need water. So life exists because of water. If water is not there, then there'll be no life. And also, we can't drink the ocean water. So the taste of water which can be consumed by human beings, that is what is Krishna, right? Then he says, Prabhasim Shashi Suryayo, the light of the sun and the moon. This for the sun and moon, the sun gives us light. Imagine if there is no light, what will happen? If there is no light, then again, life is not possible without sunlight. Without sunlight, life is not possible. The chlorophyll in the plants, the green color that we have, is because of the sunlight. Sunlight. Because of the sunlight, we get the green color. Now, if there's no light, if there's no sun, it will be so cold that living things cannot exist. Everything will become, there'll be no life, right? So the light of the sun is us, is Krishna, and also the moonlight. The light of the moon is also Krishna. Krishna says in one of the shlokas in Bhagavad Gita that it is the flower blooms in the night. You know, in the night when we go, we see that it is a basically bud. In the morning when we get up, we see it has become a flower, and we see the fruits gets juice. The Krishna says in one of the shlokas that we will read later. Krishna says, I am the light. It is I am the moon and the light. I give the light via moon, which actually gives the juice in the fruits, and it helps the flower to blossom and the vegetable to have its nutrition. He says it is because of me that because of the moonlight all these things happen, right? And so this is how he says, right? Then he says, Pranava Sarva Vedeshu. Of all the Vedic mantras, I am the syllable Om. The we say when we chant mantras, we say Om. Yeah. So Om, what is Om? Om is nothing but it is a representation of Krishna. It is a representation of Krishna, right? So then it says Shabda K in space in ether. The sound now today when I'm speaking, my sound can be heard by you is because of because of the air that is there, because of which it's traveling, right? So in this the sound, the shabd that we hear in the space is also he, the sound is him, and also the ability of the man, right? So to understand, so all here Krishna has explained about the essence of five things: about the water, about the light of sun and moon, about Om, the Sarvedeshu, the word. He talks about the the sound, and he talks about the ability in push. So these are the five things, five qualities that he has talked about in this shlok. Now, to understand, the sun and moon, what how we can actually compare is we can think about Krishna as as a he's the sun. Now imagine in a cloudy day what happens. The cloud actually covers the sun. The cloud actually covers the sun. Now when we are down on the earth, we are not able to see the sun, and we see there's no sun. But actually, sun is always there. It is our vision which is quality. We are not able to see the sun. But when we go above the cloud, we can see the sun. Sun is there. So similarly, Krishna is always there. It is us and he's everywhere. And the only thing is that because of our faulty vision, it's an illusion that gets created that we think it's not there, right? Now we go to the next shlok. Punyo gandha prithivyam cha tejas chasmi vibhavasau जीवनम सर्वभूतेषु तपश्चास्मि तपस्विषु पुण्यो गन्धः पृथिव्यां च तेजश्चास्मि विभावसौ जीवनम सर्वभूतेषु तपश्चास्मि तपस्विषु. Now here Krishna says punyo gandha prithivyam cha. Now punyo, the gandh, the fragrance, the pure fragrance. Gandh is fragrance, the pure fragrance of prithvi, earth. I am the fragrance of the earth. Yeah. Tejas chasmi bhavasav. And bhavasav is the fire. Of the fire, the heat. What is the essence of fire? It is the heat. It is the heat. So I am the heat of the fire. Now imagine if there's a fire with no heat, can we cook? Yeah. So the essence of fire is what? It gives us heat. Yeah. So the essence of fire is him, is Krishna. Jivanam sarvabhuteshu. Sarvabhuteshu is all the living entities. For all the living entities, the Jivan, the life air. He is the life air. He is the life of all the living entities. Tapas chasmin tapasvishi and tapasvishu. And for tapasvis, the austere people, he is the tapa. He is basically the penance of all the ascetics. Now we see that many people, they can do fastings, without water, without any issue. Some people cannot even live without food even for one time, right? You say some people can actually can do fasting on, say, one time a meal for months and months together. Yeah. So who gives them the strength to do it? So for the ascetic, for the tapasvis, the ability to do the tap is also him. It is he who provides the power, because of which the tapasvis are able to do the tap. Understood? So essence of everything across is Krishna. So let's read the English translation. I am the original fragrance of the earth, and I am the heat and fire. I am the life of all that lives, and I am the penance of all ascetics. Right? So we have already we'll be reading this in the later chapter, where Krishna says, in the 15th chapter, Krishna says, Aham Vaishvanaro Bhutva Praninam Dehmashruta Pranapan Samayukta Panchamanita Chaturjitham Vidham. He says, I am the fire of digestion in the bodies of all living entities. Even to digest the food, whatever food we eat, in the digestive system, in our stomach, we have a fire. And that is a fire which actually helps in digestion of the food that we eat. It helps us the digestion of the fruits that we eat. And also the life air, the air of life, which is outgoing and incoming, which actually helps in the digestion of all the four kinds of food stuff, is also Krishna. Got it? So Krishna says that I am the fire of digestion. So he is the heat of the fire, and he is also the fire of digestion in the bodies, right? So now Next shlok, the shlok number 10, 7th chapter. Krishna says, Bijam mam sarvabhutanam vidhi partha sanatanam buddhimatamasmin tejasvinamaham Bijam mam sarvabhutanam vidhi partha sanatanam buddhimatamasmin tejasvinamaham. Now here Krishna says, Bijam mam sarva bhutanam. Of all the living entities, I am the seed. I am the seed. I am the beach. All living entity, how it exists, it is the who has given the seed, how did it start? It is he, right? Vidhi Partha. Vidhi is no. Partha is Arjun, Sanatana. He is the eternal, he is the eternal seed for the buddhi buddhimatamasmin, for the buddhimata, for the intelligent. He is the intelligence. Buddhi is intelligence and buddhimatam is intelligent. So for the intelligence he is the, for the intelligent he is the intelligence. And tejasinavaham, and he is the tej, he is the power. Or power of whom? He is the power of the powerful people. Yeah. So Krishna says that, so let's read the translation in English. O son of Pritha, know that I am the original seed of all existence, the intelligence of the intelligent, and the prowess of all powerful men. Right? So later in the fourth chapter, Krishna says, we have in the later in the chapter, Krishna will talk about. He says, सर्वयोनिषु कौन्तेय मूर्तयः सम्भावितया तासं ब्रह्म महद्योनिर् aham bija pradapita. So Krishna says that he is the seed giving father. He states in the 10th chapter, he says that he is the seed giving father. Yeah, it should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed giving father. Yeah. Then in the seventh shlok, in the seventh chapter, 11th shlok, yeah, 11th shlok, Krishna says, Balam balvatam chaham kamaraga vivarjitam dharma viruddha bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshava. Balam balvatam chaham kamaraga vivarjitam dharma viruddha bhuteshu kamosmi bharatarshava. So here Krishna says, Balam balvatam chaham. So I am the bal, I am the strength. I am the strength of the strong. So for all the people, when we say that this person is very strong, he's a lot of strength. So who is he? That the quality of strength is because of Krishna. Is because of Krishna. But which strength he is? He is that he is not. He is a strength. Chaham kam rag vivarjitam. He is the strength which is calm, desire, rag, attachment, vivarjitam, which is devoid of, which is free of passion and desire, which is free from passion and desire. That strength he is. Dharma viruddha bhuteshu kamo asmin bharatarshava. Bharatarshava is again, O son of Bharat, O Lord of Bharat, Arjun, I am also the calm. I am also the sex life. Sex life of what? Dharma viruddh, which is according to the principles of dharma. So I am that calm. I am also that life. I am also that life which is as per the dharma. Something which is viruddh dharma, I am not that. Yeah. So he explains that all the essence that we see across in our life, anything that we see, it is the essence of that is Krishna, right? So if you look at what we have done till now, in last chapter from 8th, 9th and 10th and 11th stroke that we have read, we talked about the 14 qualities. 14 essence. We started with that he is the taste of water. Krishna is the taste of water. Then we talked about he is the light of sun and moon. Then we talked about that he is the pranama, he is the omkar, he is the om mantra, and then he is the sound of space, the ether. And then we talked about how he is also the Porush. He is basically the ability in men is because of him. That is the first five qualities we read. And then we talked about that. Then we talked about that, he is the um, smell. He's basically the fragrance of the earth. Then he is the heat in the fire. He is the life of all living entities, and he is the austerity, the prince of all tapasvi. Right? Then it says that he is also the bijam. He's the he's basically the seed of all sarabhutana. That is the ninth one. Then he says he's the buddhi of the intelligent, and he's the power of all the powerful people. That becomes 10. And then he talks about he is the strength of the strong, which is devoid of calm and rag, which is devoid of passion and desire. And then he talks about that he is the calm, which is in accordance with dharma, right? So all the qualities that he has explained till now, all the qualities that he explained till now. So in the 12th slok of chapter 7, he, after explaining the essence of all what he is, he says that, let's read the 12th slok. He says, Ye chaiva satvika bhava rajasastamascha matta eveti tan vidhi na tuam ham teshu mete mai. Ye chaiva satvika bhava rajasastamascha matta eveti tan vidhi na tuam ham teshu te mai. So here Krishna says that if you look around, everything, the essence of everything and the cause of everything is me. But know that all these things are a part of sattvic. Sattvic is the mode of goodness, rajasic is mode of passion, and tamasic is mode of ignorance. So all these states that you see, they all are basically it's my energy. It's my energy. And all these things are part of these states. So basically, all the quality essence that we talked about are a part of this material world, but I am beyond that. Although I am the cause of all these things, I am the essence of all these things, but I am beyond this. They are my energy, they are my separated energies. And I am beyond that. I am beyond the modes of material nature. I am in transcendental plane. And these are all my energies. Understood? Clear? Yeah. So although all these, he is the cause of all causes, he is the essence of everything, but all these things are in him, but he is detached to all of them. He is beyond all of that. He is not a part of this material world. He is beyond this material world. He is in the Golok Vrindavan, in the spiritual level. He is not a part of this. Although all these things are in him, they all are his energy. He is the cause and essence of all. Right? It's like the king and the laws. The king makes all the laws, which has to be followed by everyone. But king is beyond the laws. Right? Similarly, everything comes from him. Everything emanates from him. But everything is inside him. It is all his energy. But he is beyond that. Got it? That's why he is called Nirguna. His guna is what? What are the gunas? We have talked about this earlier in the second chapter. We talked about that in detail. We talked about the living entity. What did we say? That the living entity in his original self is a part and parcel of Krishna. The living, the jiva is what? It is a part and parcel of Krishna. But when it comes into this conditioned world, this condition, why it is called this world, this material world, it gets conditioned. It gets conditioned by what? It gets conditioned by the modes of material nature. It gets conditioned by passion, ignorance, and goodness because of their karma of the jiva. Based on that, it gets when it comes to this material world, and as soon as it enters this material world, it gets conditioned by these three modes, the modes of material nature. Right? We talked about that. Now we also talked about this mode of material nature. Anything and everything that exists in this material world can be classified into the different modes, into the mode of passion, into the mode of goodness, and the mode of ignorance. The places we go, when you are in a village, it is a mode of goodness. It is all calm, quiet. Normally, pray. The people are busy doing a lot of puja, part. That is how their lives are. So the village, it is more of forest around, or so it is the mode of goodness. When you come to city, it is in the mode of passion. It is always fast moving. Yeah, always things are it's in the mode of passion. And when you go to a place where liquors are served, or a prostitute place, or what are these? They are the places of ignorance, right? Similarly, whatever we eat is also can be classified into the but the temples that we go, that is beyond the three modes of material nature. It is transcendental. When you go to a temple, it is out of this. It is beyond the mode. It is basically classified under transcendental, right? Similarly, whatever we eat, like, so when when you eat, you say sattvic food. When you eat food without onion, garlic, without chili, very simple food, that is all sattvic food, right? No meat, nothing. It's all vegetarian, all pious. That becomes sattvic food. Passion, when you talk about halwa, puri, and all fried items, that becomes mode of, but still vegetarian, that is becomes a mode of, that is a passion, that is in passion. But as soon as you talk about ignorance, you talk about non-veg, meat, liquor, they all becomes now. But when you eat prasadam, when you are taking the sattvic food, you are offering it to Krishna, and then when you consume it, it becomes transcendental. It becomes transcendental. Similarly, the what the prayers we go, even the worship that we do, can be classified under the into the three modes, right? And also the scriptures that we have is also classified under three modes. Similarly, anything that we have, we can classify under three modes. So everything is actually in this material world are what do you call it? It's conditioned by the three modes. But Krishna is above that, and that is why he's called Nirgun. Gun is what? The guna is basically the modes of material nature. So he's Nirgun. He's beyond that guna. Yeah. So this finishes the another section, that is the next second section, where we talked about the energies of Krishna. Now we go to the next section, which is called surrendering unto Lord Krishna, which is from slok number 13 to slok 19. So question comes, surrendering unto Lord Krishna is this section. The question comes that, okay, we talked about anything and everything. The cause of all causes is Krishna. The essence of everything is Krishna. Whatever you see, it all depends upon the mode in which you are. If you are in the mode beyond goodness, anything you see or goodness and beyond, you'll start seeing everything as a mercy of Krishna. Yeah? Okay, this light, the light is because of moon, which is Krishna says it's because of him. The water that you drink is because of, you can thank Krishna for that. Everything is because of Krishna. Then the question comes, if Krishna is everything, then why people don't know it? Then everyone doesn't know that why that he's not, he's the Supreme Lord. Why people are not aware about that? Everyone doesn't know and everyone prays to Krishna. Why is it so that everyone doesn't follow Krishna? Why that it is that we think people thinks otherwise also. Why this? So this question comes, and let us now see. Krishna explains that why is it that people are ignorant about him. So he talks about, let's read the 13th slok. Tribhir gunmayer bhaver एभै सर्वमिदं जगत् मोहितं नाभिजानाति मामेभ्यः परमं वयम् त्रिभिर्गुणमयैर्भावैर् एभिः सर्वम् इदं जगत् मोहितं नाभिजानाति मामेभ्यः परमव्ययम् वैष्णवी त्रिभिर्गुणमयैर्भावैर् एभिः सर्वमिदं जगत् मोहितं नाभिजानाति mamebhya paramavyam. Now Krishna says that why is it that everyone doesn't know that he is the Supreme Lord. He gives an explanation here. Tribhir gun mayin bhave. Tribhir gun matlab all the three guna that we talked about. Which are the three gun? Modes of ignorance, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. So what happens? The people are the Tribhir gunam bhai bhave. Bhave is the states. Ebe sarvamidam jagat. The entire jagat. Jagat is the sansar. Sarvamidam jagat. Mohitam. So mohitam is the whole world is actually mohitam, is deluded in the mode of by the three modes of material nature. So they are so much deluded by the modes of material nature that they don't know him. What they don't know? Na abhijanati. What do they don't know? Mamebhya param avyam. They don't know that I am param. I am the supreme, and avyam. I am the avyam means I am eternal, inexhaustible. So why they don't know? Because once the jiva has come in the material world, they are so much engrossed in the Maya by the Maya Shakti of this material world. Yeah, they are so much deluded and so much busy in enjoying the material world, so that they have actually forgotten, and they are so much covered by the Maya. The wrath of Maya is so strong that they are not able to see beyond it. Yeah, and so because they're deluded, and they want that, so I'm letting them have it. They are falling in ignorance, they are falling in passion, I'm letting them do that. Got it? Because so to know Krishna, you have to break the bond of Maya. You have to break the bond of Maya. So Krishna says that because, and guna is also called, guna is not only the three modes of material nature, guna is also means rope. Guna also means rope. So the people are so much tired, their hands and legs are so much tired by the rope, and they are so much busy in enjoying this material world that they don't have time to look and try to know who they are, who they are, what is the real purpose of life. Yeah, they are busy in doing that, right? So that is the thing. Let's read the English translation. Deluded by the three modes: goodness, passion, and ignorance, the whole world does not know me, who am above the modes and inexhaustible. So people don't know me, that I am, that who am I, and I am above the modes, that I am param, I am supreme, and I am inexhaustible, right? So let's go to the next law. So the thing is, if they don't know, then how can, the next question will be fine. If they are deluded in the modes of material nature, then how can they actually reach you, right? That will be the question. So let's read the shlok number 14. Devi Hisha Gurmai Mama Maya Duratyaya Mamev ye papadyante Maya metam tarantite. Devi Hisha Gurmai Maya Duratyaya Mamev ye papadyante Mayam etam tarantite. Now, Mataji. Devi Hesha Guramai Mama Maya Duratyaya Mameva Ye Prapadyante Mayam etam tarantite. Now Krishna says, Devim Hesha Gudmai. This Gudmai, this mode of the modes of material nature that we have, this Shakti, this Devi Shakti, this divine Shakti of mine, Mama Maya, it is my Maya. It is my energy and my Maya. Duratya, it is extremely difficult to pass. It is extremely difficult to overcome. Why people are not able to come to him? Because this mode of material nature is the rope is tied so much tight, yeah, because there are so much, people are so much engrossed in that and this energy, it has bound the people so much to cut this bond, to cut this rope, and to come out of it is extremely difficult. It is duratyaya. It's extremely difficult to overcome that. Mameva ye prapadyate. But he gives an answer to it. Mameva ye prapadyate. What is the meaning of prapadyante? Prapadyante means surrender. Prapadyante means surrender. Mameva ye but those who surrender unto me, those who surrender unto me, mayam etam taranti me. What do I do? I help them to cross this river. I help them to cross this material world. Yeah. So Devi Hesha Gurmai Mama Maya Durutyaya Mameva Ye Prapadyante. Those who surrender unto me, what I'll do, I will help them to cross this material world. So let us read the English translation. This divine energy of mine, consisting of the three modes of material nature, is difficult to overcome. But those who have surrendered unto me can easily cross beyond it. Right? Right? So, if we have to cross this material ocean, material world in which we are, we have to surrender to Krishna. That is the only way. Otherwise, to cross this ocean, we will actually be keep on making circles of this birth and death cycles again and again, again and again, again and again, thinking that I'm happy. We will not be able to cross that. If we have to cross that, what Krishna says, you have to surrender unto me. But why by surrendering to Krishna can he help? Because the Maya Shakti, the Durga Devi, who is actually the Adhitatri, the mother of this material world, is also controlled by Krishna. Krishna says in this shlok that Mama Maya, she is my Maya. She's my energy. Durga Ji is also, who is basically the goddess for this material world, who is called Mahamaya, who actually controls all the three modes of material world. She controlled the people in such a way that they are always kept in Maya. You can't cross this. But he says, Mama Maya, that Durga Devi is also his energy. And only when you surrender to Krishna, because Maya Devi is also his energy, it is Krishna's, it's called external energy, it's called Bahiranga Shakti. Mahamaya is Krishna's external energy. So Krishna can, it's more like okay, he can actually tell her that okay, let them, they are sincere, let them pass through. So actually the person will be able to move forward in the journey, right? Now if you remember, we we read one stroke in the fourth chapter. It says, ye yatha mam prapadyante tam tathaiv bhajamyaham mam vartamanu vartante manushya partha sarvasha. Krishna says in the fourth chapter, he says, he is very clear. He doesn't favor anyone. He is equal to everyone. What he does, ye yatha mam prapadyante. The amount of, the amount of surrender that you do to Krishna, accordingly he'll reward you. If you surrender it a little, he will also reward you a little. He's fair to everyone, right? The more you surrender to him, the more he will actually help you to cross this ocean. It all depends upon you, how much you want to have the desire to cross this material ocean, right? So he said, "Ye tha mam prapadyate tam tathe bhajamyaham." As you surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. And everyone follows my path in all respects, O son of Pritha. Right? Also, he says that the question is, okay, if I surrender to Krishna, then how do I surrender? What should I do? The next question, I understand now, I have understood, I have heard this, I have heard you, that I am in the mode of material nature. I am in this world and I am actually bound in this world. And if I want to come out of this cycle of birth and death, then I have to surrender to Krishna. Right? That's what Krishna says. But then if I have to surrender to Krishna, then what should I do? How should I do that? So Krishna says in the fourth chapter, we have also read this earlier, in the 34th slok, he says, तद्विधि प्रणिपातेन परिप्रश्नेन सेवया उपदेक्षन्ति ते ज्ञानम ज्ञानिनस्तत्त्वदर्शिनि. Krishna says, tadvidhi, what you have to do? You have to approach pranipatena, you have to approach a spiritual master. Someone, a spiritual master who has been coming from the parampara, who has been getting the knowledge from parampara. You have to approach a spiritual master, pariprashnena sevya, and inquire from him submissively. If you really want to understand what you should do, you have to submissively ask the spiritual master what needs to be done. And you have to do sevaya, you have to do devotional service to the spiritual master, because he has realized it. He is self-realized. He knows how to do and what needs to be done. But he will only speak when he is convinced that you are honestly, you want to cross this material world. If you are challenging the spiritual master, if you are misbehaving with, he is not going to open his mouth. Why should he tell you? But if you want to know how to move forward, what needs to be done, because he is self-realized, what he will do, he will actually help you, he'll actually tell you. And for that, what you need to do, you have to inquire submissively, humbly, and you have to offer seva, you have to do devotional service to the guru. And when you do that, because he has already found the truth, he is going to help you to unfold the mystery so that you can progress. You have surrendered, and by holding by holding spiritual masters and by walking on the path of spiritual master, you can actually move forward, right? So that is how you can actually come out of this. The Krishna says that when you do that, you will actually start knowing me. Now let's read shlok number 15. Na mam dushkritano mudha prapadyante naradhama maya aprahit jnana आसुरं भावमाश्रितः न मां दुष्कृतनो मूढ़ा प्रपद्यन्ते नराधमा मायया अपहृत्याना आसुरं भावम् आश्रितः. So now Krishna says that you surrender unto me, and then he also adds that there are 4 types of people who does not surrender unto me. Yeah, so he's saying na mam dushkritano mudha. Na mam. So he's talking about surrender. He says surrender to me, and the degree at which you surrender to me, accordingly I will reward you. That's what he told in the last shlok. Then now he's telling that there are 4 types of people who will not surrender to me, and he's now talking about that. Na mam dushkritano. The kritano means kriti means meritorious, good. Dushkritano means who are what do you call it, in a negative way, meritorious. They say they are miscreants. Although they are intelligent, but they are miscreants. And those mudha, who are those? Mudha. Mudha means grossly foolish. Prapadyante means surrender. Naradhama. Naradhama means those who are what do you call it? Among nar, they are adharm. The highest among the adharmi, among the men, they are the naradhama. Maya aprahit jnana. Those people whose gyan, whose knowledge are aprahit. Aprahit means stolen. They are covered by maya, by material nature. They will not, by maya, they will not surrender. Asuram bhavam ashrita. And who have taken shelter on asuram bhava, on the demonic behaviors. These are 4 people, they will never surrender to Krishna. Yeah. So let us first, Vaishnavi, read the shloka, please. Na mam dushkritano mudha prapadyante naradhama Maya prahityana asuram bhavam ashritah. Those miscreants who are grossly foolish, who are lowest among mankind, whose knowledge is stolen by illusion, and who partake of the atheistic nature of demons, do not surrender unto me. Right? So he talks about the 4 type of people. The people with these qualities will never surrender to me, will not surrender to me. Now let us look at each of these qualities that he has talked about. Mudha, which is grossly foolish. Now, who are these grossly foolish people? They are intelligent, but they are grossly foolish. Why they are grossly foolish? Because they are like ass, donkey. What does a donkey do? Donkey takes a big, burden on his back, and he keeps on moving here and there with the master, huh? And he wastes his life. Similarly, these people, although they're intelligent, they will keep on working hard throughout day and night, yeah, and have no time to devote for Krishna. They'll be so busy doing this hard work day and night, and getting the fruits that they get from this. They just want to take it and enjoy. Yeah. So they are intelligent, but they're wasting their time, just like a donkey who keeps on carrying whole load. And when you ask donkey what he's doing, at the end he'll get some grass. Yeah. So similarly, these people are only working hard day and night, day and night, day and night, getting the results of it. From that, what they want to do, they want to enjoy life. Yeah. So they are wasting their life, because as Krishna says, there are 84 lakhs of species. Out of that, only 4 lakhs of species are of human. And it is only in this human life that you can actually cut the cycle of birth and death and move out of this material world towards spiritual world. But then, if you are wasting your life, you don't have time, then he defines them as grossly foolish. Then he says, Naradhama, lowest among mankind. Who are lowest among mankind? Those who are born out of one Shankara. Like, anyone marries anyone stays with anyone and have babies. So what is happening? It is totally adharmic. Yeah. So what is happening? The child will have no sanskar. There has been no sanskar ceremonies done for the child. So totally what will happen? It will be totally a disoriented product. And that product will definitely not know what to do. And that will be the lowest. And when one Shankara happens, when such type of people are increasing, then what will happen? They are going to create more disturbance in the society. They are lowest among mankind, because the reason of being mankind is to move up, to learn and grow up. But then such people will never get in, they will never even think of going that. They will only be, because of the type they have been born and the thing they have seen, they will always live and look like that, right? So they are naradhamas. They are the lowest among the mankind. Then Maya aprihit jnana. And those intelligent people, they are jnani. They are very, very knowledgeable. But their knowledge is actually covered, it's stolen by Maya. So these intelligent people think that they know everything. They know everything. They would have read scriptures, they would have read scriptures, and they don't want to learn from anyone. They believe in their own senses. They feel that they have enough intelligence, they have enough knowledge, their eyes are pure, and when they read, they can actually decipher the scriptures on their own. Yeah. And then they want to write books on Gita, on other scriptures, without getting the knowledge from parampara. Yeah. So what are they doing? They are gyan. So when our in this material world, all our senses are defective. Yeah. And unless our senses are purified, we cannot know the right knowledge. Yeah. So with this defective knowledge, the knowledge that they have acquired, they think it is pure. And they start writing on it, thinking what they are saying is the best. So what they are Maya. What are they defined as? Maya Aprihit Jnana. They are very intelligent. But they don't want to follow any guru. They don't want to listen from any parampara system. They feel that they know everything and they can just write and they can speak. That's why there are so many, everyone starts writing philosophy on Gita, yeah, without really coming out from parampara system. It is their thoughts. Now, their thoughts cannot be the actual meaning of Gita. It has to come from what Krishna says via parampara. It has to come. Yeah. So what they have said, and that way, a wrong information is being sent across the world. So that they are defined as Maya Aprihit Jnana. Last is Asuram Bhavam Ashrita. Someone who has taken their atheist. Who are those? They are atheists. They don't believe in God. Again, they are very intelligent, but they feel that no, there's no need for God. Everything is science. Everything can just be created. So they are basically the atheists who don't believe and want. So they will never surrender. So Krishna says that these are the four kinds of people. They will never surrender to Krishna. Right? Let's read the English meaning of it. Those miscreants who are grossly foolish, who are lowest among mankind, whose knowledge is stolen by illusion, and who partake of the atheistic nature of demons, do not surrender unto me. And in the next sloka, Krishna talks about who are the people who will surrender to Krishna, right? So let's read the 16th sloka. Chaturvidha bhajante mam jana sukritano arjuna arto jigyasur ज्ञानी च भरतर्षभ चतुर्विधा भजन्ते माम जना सुकृतनो अर्जुन आर्तो जिज्ञासुरर्थार्थी ज्ञानी च भरतर्षभ. चतुर्विधा भजन्ते माम जना सुकृतनो अर्जुन अर्थ आर्तो जिज्ञासुरर्थार्थी ज्ञानी च भरतर्षभ. Now Krishna says, "O Arjun, Sukritano, Chaturvidha, Sukritano Arjuna." So now he says, Chaturvidha, four types of people, Bhajante Mam, they actually will surrender to me, will actually pray to me. Yeah, who are they? Arto. Arto means someone who is in distress. Someone who is in distress. Jigyasu. Jigyasu means who is inquisitive, who wants to understand, who wants to know. Artharthi, who wants money, who wants wealth. And Gyani. And Gyani means someone who has knowledge but is still searching. Yeah. So these are the four type of people, Arjun, who will actually surrender unto me. So let us read the English translation. O best among the Bharat, four kind of pious men begin to render devotional service unto me. The distressed, the desirer of wealth, the inquisitive, and he who is searching for knowledge of the absolute. Right? So let's look at each of the four types of people that Krishna has talked about. Arto. Arto is the distressed. Now this type of people, the distressed people, they are also working very hard, busy in their life, working hard day and night. But when they distress, they actually when they have problems, when they are in stress, when they actually remember Krishna. Now, why Krishna has said that they will surrender to me? Because they can go to the mode of ignorance. They may take support of bad things like alcohol or wrong things. But instead of that, what they will do? They are distressed and they come to Krishna. So then Krishna takes care of them. Because the way you surrender, so when you go to him, he will take care of you. Yeah. So arto, when in distress, when these people are in distress, when you are, you don't know what to do, you go to God and say, oh God, help me. Oh, so they are arto, and Krishna says that they come to me and they will surrender to me and I will take care of them. Then he talks about jigyasu, inquisitive. The people. So what is the purpose of human life? Krishna says the human life starts. Till then, before that, you are like an animal, a two-legged animal. When you are just doing your, wasting your life in eating, sleeping, mating, and defending. When you are doing these four things and spending your life, you are just like an animal. There's no difference between animal and a human. Only when the human starts thinking about who am I, why I'm born here, what is the purpose of my life, what is the goal of my life, and when he starts inquiring, yeah, and he's looking for, searching for things, then what happens? And he's looking for absolute truth. Then those are the people who will actually surrender to Krishna. Artharthi, someone who wants wealth. Yeah. So he knows, okay, I'm going to going to do this business. Please succeed me. I'll give you half my wealth, or I'll give you something like this. So when you desire wealth, you go and approach again Krishna. Give me this, give me that. So most of the people, if you see, they approach God asking for only things with a big laundry list. They go in front of God and keep on asking. Yeah. But the good part is, at least they believe that there's a higher power and they go and ask. So even they're surrendering and asking for will. And Krishna is very, very happy to help them, because he's very happy. If you go and ask, he will give, and he knows that you will go back. You will go back in this material world. You're not going to come back. Only for your needs you are coming to me. Yeah. But Jnani. Jnani is the one who doesn't want anything from Krishna. He knows that Krishna is the absolute truth. He has the knowledge and he is trying to do more and more devotional service to Krishna to get him. So Krishna says that out of this, let's read this. So this is the Jnani has a Mishra Bhakti, right? And so these are the four types of people who will actually come to Krishna. And this next shlok is the last shlok of the day. We says, Tesham Jnani Nitya Yukta एक भक्तिर्विशिष्यते प्रियो हि ज्ञानिनोत्यर्थम स च मम प्रिय अहम स च तेषां ज्ञानि नित्ययुक्त एक भक्तिर्विशिष्यते प्रियो हि ज्ञानिनोत्यर्थम अहम स च मम प्रिय. तेषां ज्ञानि नित्ययुक्त एक भक्तिर्विशिष्यते प्रियो हि ज्ञानिनोत्यर्थम aham sacha mama priya. Of these, the one who is in full knowledge and who is always engaged in pure devotional service is the best. For I am very dear to him and he is dear to me. So now Krishna says, out of all the four people, Arto, Jigyasu, Artharthi, and Jnani, the Jnani, Tesham Jnani, out of them, Tesham is out of all these, Jnani Nitya Yukta. The Jnani who is Nitya Yukta, he is always attached. Attached is always doing the devotional service. Eka Bhakti Vishishyate, and is focused by doing bhakti to me. Priyo hi Jnanino Tirtham. So he is very dear to me, because for him, I am very dear to him and he is very dear to him. So he says, out of that, Jnani, who is looking for me and trying to attach himself or herself to me and doing my service, is the most dear to me, although although his or her bhakti is not pure. It is a Mishra bhakti, because he or he has not yet arrived, but because he is always trying He's trying to understand me, learn me, teach me, he's trying to do the service to me. So they are the most dear to me because for them, Krishna is the dearest, and for Krishna, they are the dear. So that says, this is with this we will close our today's class. Yeah. So if you have any questions, you can please post the question. I'll definitely reply. Let us chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and then close the class. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Krishna.